bunny.
Oh, what a cutie.
I know, this is the easy one. That he said you got easy because I tried to make intermediate bunny and it just looks like a
or
wolf.
Easter bunny. I have my Easter unicorn.
Oh my God. Happy Easter. I think Passover ended last night, but happy Passover.
Happy Passover, Easter. This is sort of an Easter brunch little scenario today. I did not wear my Easter finery.
This is as far as I got. I don't know.
Thank you for wearing a nice top.
Yeah, it's from the waist up. That's all I can say.
We used to wear, I was telling Morris, Easter bonnets.
Oh, yeah, Easter dresses.
Easter in, just like, what was it about our moms that were like, let's put them all in triplicate. Let's just do the same thing.
Oh, well, I had twin sisters. So the twins were identical and I was the polar opposite.
Oh my God. At a certain point, one does revolt against the carbon copy outfits.
Oh my God. Hey, listen, we believed in the Easter bunny way too long. Way too long. My mother used to make.
What age are we talking? What age are we talking?
Oh my God. Well, I don't know. I was way past everybody else because my mom used to make a paste with flour and water. And then she'd take her 3 fingers and she'd make prints all over the house.
Oh my God, that's hardcore.
I know. And then we'd wake up and there'd be like a little bit on our face and she'd go, oh, look, the Easter bunny was here. He kissed you. So I don't know if that was generous or psychotic because we were like, 12 years old going, no, we have proof there's an Easter bunny.
There were people like that at school, I remember, about Christmas. And I was like, no, it's parents, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, way too long because she did it with Rudolph too. Oh my God.
Well, God bless her for wanting to make it special and fantastical for you.
That's true. We'll leave that there. We'll just leave that there.
That's a different TV show.
That's a different Meatball Chronicles.
That's a one-woman show that you have to do about. That's a.
Oh Lord. So what are you making?
Well, at first, I was going to make blueberry lemon scones, but then I didn't have any blueberries. Thanks, Corona. And I did have some raspberries, and then I had a few blackberries. So I'm going to do those too. And then I'm going to do, so it'll be lemon raspberry essentially. And I have my secret scone methods that I will share with you that have been.
Oh, nice.
That I learned while at theater school for the summer in Ireland. It was like Scone Central. And couldn't really get enough tea and scones and clotted cream.
No, why would you ever have enough? But hey, wait, before we get started, tell me about your sweatshirt.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Well, I'm wearing this sweatshirt in honor of a dear, dear friend who passed on Friday. And on the sleeve, she designed these for a new company right before she left us. And it was called White Horse Mercantile. And her slogan was, I ride my own white horse.
Aww.
And then the back is had these crosses and
see, that's perfect for today.
Beautiful stuff, and I just want to honor her. And I know she would love these scones. And if she were here, we would be just having some, probably English breakfast with honey and having the scones and talking about life. So I'm gonna try not to cry and make these scones and talk to you about Easter memories. I have such great Easter memories. I don't know why. It's just my grandparents were super into it. We'd always go to some fancy restaurant, usually, which is weird for Croatians who usually cook everything at home. But we just spent a lot of Easters just having grand brunches at wherever.
Did you go to an Easter tree? We grew up with an Easter tree.
No, we didn't do that. No.
Oh,
We had
it's French.
Easter basket on the foot of our bed that was from C's Candy with massive chocolate bunnies and candies and blah, blah, blah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we had I think you're supposed to take a pussy willow. We would go get a pussy willow branch because they were around where we lived, or a honeysuckle, something that's indicative of spring, like a big branch. And then we would decorate it with eggs. Now, remember those legs pantyhose come in an egg? We saved those, and then we decorated the whole tree with it. Oh, did you stop? Come back. You're frozen, Lisa. Come back. I think we're running. I don't know what happened.
You're still live, but I think her camera might be off.
I think your camera is frozen. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to hide you or X you out. Now come back in. Okay, so I'll hold forth until Lisa comes back in. And oh wait, here she comes. Are you back? Hi.
Yes, that was kind of a willow tree or something.
Yes. Okay. So remember those legs pantyhose eggs?
Oh dear God, I haven't thought about those in the longest time. Yes.
I know. We saved them all year, and then at Easter we would decorate them. And so we had those hanging off the tree, and we had macaroni. We'd make them into little creatures and bunnies and stuff and hang them on the tree. And so our Easter tree was fully decorated, and that's where we put the Easter baskets.
So you guys were pretty much festive all year round. You were just
yeah. Well, and then we always made panettone, which I had the Corona version this year because I only had old yeast and bread flour, which was not appropriate. So it didn't quite rise the way it was supposed to, but it still tasted good.
Still really beautiful and tasty. All
right.
right.
So what are you doing with those scones?
So here we go. All right. So I'm going to put them in the old Debriana KitchenAid.
Yay!
From now on. Okay. So I will post the recipe later in the finished product, but we're just going to show you what to do. So the whole thing with scones, it's kind of like Dutch baby and breads and stuff where you don't want to overmix. There's a big, if you overmix, this is what you get. If you mix just enough, you can't undermix either. So you have to incorporate, get it together, and then you're going to get the light, fluffy thing you want. But when I get to the special thing, which is my from Ireland, I will tell you. Okay, 2 cups of flour. Again, courtesy of Debriana Messi.
Yes, flour.
6 tablespoons of sugar. Now I only have the Trader Joe's organic turbinado sugar, so that's what it is. I'm going to put all the dry together first. 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Get it right this time. Yes. Okay.
Teaspoons of baking powder.
Yes. 2.5. Evenly measured. Okay.
Measuring. I'm so proud of you.
I measured everything to the T before we started. Baking is science.
All right.
Baking is chemistry.
Well, here's my question to you.
Yes.
Why are you using a liquid measure cup to measure dry ingredients?
I know. I knew you were going to say that.
Just questioning.
Is it totally off then? Is it totally off?
I don't know. All I know is that's the rule.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to put separate things, and I didn't have enough of my copper one, so okay.
I wonder, we should probably do an experiment at some point and find out.
Experiment. I'm just hoping for the best. Half teaspoon. Here I was trying to be perfect. Okay, now, according to this, Now here's the thing. Okay, you put in all the dry ingredients. Now, here's the part that I really love, and that is I've been freezing this overnight. I remembered it, and this is the Kerrygold Irish butter.
Ah,
Super fat. Here's what you do. You grate it like cheese, and then it incorporates into the whole thing, and you don't get these lumps and stuff.
It's such a genius idea. I don't know who came up with it, but it's a brilliant idea. It's good for my too.
I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay, this has been freezing overnight, and I love all the different butters that are out there. It's really fun, and it just makes it so it's totally easy. Also.
Yeah. Well, the butter is so soft, so the freezing of it helps. So that it actually breaks, but it's so easy.
Also, I refrigerate my dough, so we're just making the dough here because the dough has to be refrigerated for a little while before you bake it. It's a whole thing with just cold dough, and you know what I mean? Like, I used to watch Martha Stewart do these things and be like, does it really need to be refrigerated? I mean, really?
Yeah.
And yes, it does, and it makes a huge difference.
Fat needs to come together and harden, and then it's fat is such an amazing thing when you add it.
Yes.
It's butter really because it holds the space, and then when it heats up, it expands.
That's right.
So it's a different texture if you make it cold before you put it in the oven.
So when I say that this is science, I'm not joking around.
No, you're not. Which brings me back to my cup measures. We're gonna have to do an experiment.
You can do one right now while we're talking. See if it works. And then I'll be wrong, and then I'll have hell to pay.
Yeah, no, I don't want to ruin your experience right now. You know, part of it is you've made this before, so you're gonna know what the dough is supposed to feel like.
Yes, and I have to say, swap and use the glass liquid ones many times for dry. Never really had an
issue.
Layering issue that might have been it. So I don't think it's that far off.
Yeah, I doubt it's that far off. But yeah. I just know that there's different measuring cups for liquid versus dry.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
But that's me who likes to eyeball it and then measure it to know that I was right.
But you're right, though. I'm going to know by feel totally. I'm totally going to know by feel.
Yeah.
And I'm using the paddle in the KitchenAid. That's the pastry paddle, not the whisk. Okay. So this is pretty much grated, and there is no blood, and so it's a positive.
Awesome. These aren't the vampire scones.
This is like a butter sculpture.
Gorgeous.
And it's amazing.
The Sermon on the Mount of Butter.
Oh, God. It's biblical, Debriana.
Right, biblical butter right there in front of us.
And the fact that we're doing it on Easter is no coincidence.
There we go.
But anyway, so I'm going to put that in there. And
so are you going to mix those dry ingredients first or no?
Yes. Thank you for telling me that. A little bit.
Just a little bit. Get them all mixed up.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of separating the dry and wet, to get everything incorporated. It's just important. And what else? What else do you know? What's going on?
Oh, I don't know what I'm good. Oh, I'm making I did get a variety of lamb in my moink box because I didn't think I'd be able to find lamb at the grocery store. So I have 2 lamb chops and a lamb steak. And they are marinating now in olive oil and rosemary and garlic and
my
got
God.
some of that leftover orange juice that I had from last night's harissa chicken thighs.
And how were the harissa chicken thighs?
Oh, they were delicious.
I bet they looked so good.
Yay, they were very, very good. The chicken that you get from Box is wonderful. So I'm excited to try the lamb, and we're going to grill those today on the grill because tomorrow we're supposed to get snow.
That's just crazy. So I'm going to slowly mix this to be just incorporated like pebbles, right?
Yep. Or yeah, that's what I usually say. Like sort of like
Not too much.
large grains of sand-ish.
Yeah. And the cool thing is that with the grating of it, you don't have big hunks of butter for the fear of over mixing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the grating. It really makes it more even.
Yeah.
In the distribution.
It's good. It's important. Let's see what else. Okay, so the next ingredients are. I keep having these visions of like when I was going through all these old photographs of my mom pulling our hair so tight into a bun, and I'd have a headache for the day. That coupled with the sugar pie of chocolate. We were pretty cranky by then.
It's a fun holiday.
Great holiday. Okay, now, again, Corona Kitchen, I don't have heavy cream. So what am I doing? I'm using liquid measurement. I'm adding butter to my cream. So if it's a half cup of cream, I had a half cup of half and half, and I'm actually adding butter to it, melted butter that is cooled.
Well, the whole thing about cream and half is the amount of butter fat that's in there. So what I learned recently is that you can buy half and freeze it. You can't freeze it, but you can freeze heavy cream, and it's because of the milk fats.
That's correct.
Yeah, so that's only the difference between them is milk fat.
Then I'm going to put in 1 egg. Then I'm going to put in some vanilla. And I'm going to put the berries in at the end.
Okay, so we've stopped measuring?
No, yeah. You can get a good, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so this is going for it. It's looking perfect. Starting to come together.
We don't have a food cam, sorry.
I'm so sorry. I have to describe it. Okay, it's starting to roll up into a ball, and I don't want it to do very much more because lemon zest.
Because you have to add the lemon zest and the blueberries or blackberries or whatever berries you have over there.
Right. I'm going to put the lemon zest in now, right before it totally incorporates. And then I think I should put the raspberries in whole to this.
I would, but that's me.
Okay, to the processor. Okay.
Yeah, I would. I'd let the whole thing together. I mean, some may smash in the process, but who cares?
They're going to be pink.
They might end up being pink. And that's a perfect Easter scone. Pink.
Right? So, all right. So I'm putting these raspberries and a handful of blackberries in there. All right.
Beautiful.
Here we go. They do get a little mashed, but it's okay. All right, so now I'm going to clear this and make a small disc that we're going to refrigerate.
So are you going to use parchment paper?
Okay, in honor of you, and I don't know why I did this years ago, I cut my silk hat to fit.
Oh, yay! What a good idea.
So that will be perfect. I don't know why. I had the wrong size for like years. I just didn't care, but now that we're doing this show, I care so much more. I really do.
There's an improvement.
The show is making me care to.
Well, it is. It's having an effect on everybody's posts. They're posting better pictures. It's getting harder to choose. Our banner, which we're choosing today, and we'll announce at the end of the show.
Dun, 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 banner day.
Yes, it's banner day.
Banner day. And I'm excited. I edited some of the photos already. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's fun.
Food is beautiful, you know?
Yes, it is. And you can take such amazing photographs of it. So we have a really nice, we both agreed on the winner this time too. So
Yes.
far we have not disagreed on the winners.
Isn't that interesting that we have not?
No, we both like total agreement. So it's interesting whose photo sticks out so far.
Yes, it is. And I love it. And I think this one's going to be fun this week to have the type we have chosen. And who knows what else is in store, you know?
Yeah, well, we kind of stopped looking on Friday. So then we choose from Friday to between Friday and Sunday who the winner is. So I think next week we're probably going to have some pretty Easter pictures from people's food, Easter and Passover this week.
Yes, it's going to be great. I'm excited, and we will post them a little bit later today as like an Easter.
Yeah.
Yum.
Just is it tasty?
So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to put this into a disc. I'm not going to manipulate it very much. And then
just sort of pat it down.
Yes. I'm going to put a little bit of flour on it and just get it to a, little disc shape. Right?
But you're not going to flatten it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to flatten it to what it's going to be cut out to be, right?
Okay. Yeah. So the basic scone shape without the perforation.
Wheel, and I'm just going to go like that. Make this works.
And what are you going to bake it in? What kind of device?
I will bake. Now you can do a lot of different ways. I will be putting it on a cookie sheet in the different sections, and I'm going to, when it's done, as you will see, I will be putting it into, I will be drizzling. I'm going to do lemon zest honey. I have some local honey I'm going to do that with because I don't have any powdered sugar. Normally I would do
powdered sugar drizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. So, because I can't.
Because it's Corona time.
But I will also, though, I can't think and do this at the same time. I will also, when I bake it, put a dusting of the turbinado sugar on top. So it'll be crunchy, crusty.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've seen people bake them in a cast iron skillet.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing you can bake it in if that's what you have and you don't have baking pans or cookie sheets.
The other thing is you can do, and I may do this today, do like a cream or egg wash on the top. You know, people do that. And then, you can do whatever you want to do. But that's pretty much what I'm going to do, folks.
Nice.
So I will send pictures, and I hope everyone has a happy Easter and you're having some kind of yummy food right now with whoever's in your isolation zone.
In your coven.
Or if you're not, we're here with you.
Yes.
We're eating with you and cooking with you right now. So
yeah. So tell me what you're going to bake those on. So in case somebody wants to make
I'm
them.
going to bake them on a baking sheet with a silk pat. But if you don't have one of these Frenchy little deals, then you just use parchment paper.
And you're going to bake it at what in the oven? How long?
It will. The recipe calls for it to be baked at 400, but that's a little too hot for my oven. So I'm going to do 375 for about 22 minutes.
Okay. And how long are you going to put it in the refrigerator for?
minimum 15 minutes. It'll probably be an hour, half an hour. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay. And then you'll just lift it onto the cookie sheet.
Yep. And
Okay.
I'll cut it in sections, right? And and that's what I'll do.
Okay. Well, that looks delicious, and I wish I was having one. I might have to go make them now.
I can drop one by your house.
David's shaking. My cameraman is shaking his head. Yes, please.
I'll drop 2 by your house later.
Okay, that's great.
In a hermetically sealed bag.
Thank you. Yeah, just leave them on the porch and ring the buzzer and run away.
Ding dong ditch.
Yeah.
Happy Easter, ding dong ditch.
Happy Easter, happy Passover, even though it ended last night. All right, have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Munge.